Noble is probably will be picking up that Adagio again. It works out with their comp pretty strong, especially you have Glaive as a gap closer. He's able to like dive very deep and make those types of plays for you.
Yeah.
However, you know, like Adagio wasn't being played very well last game. Positioning was off, and that's something that they have to really work on.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Obviously, I mean, there's been so much success out of that hero. I wonder if if that's why they're actually going to it, because hey, that's what's working for everybody else. But at the end of the day, if you're not able to play it, you can't pick it. But that's the pick here. So Adagio picked up. They got the Finn. They got the Glaive.
Okay, you know what? Now TSM has to grab a Crow.
Is that the only answer here?
Yep, I feel that's a pretty good answer here.
And I mean, yeah, Cruel. He's
just due to the fact like he's very tanky. He's able to dive very deep into the game. I do feel like, you know, picking up that Scarf, it might not work out too well for them. Due to the fact that you have two very squishy heroes. Glaive can dive in with that afterburn, punch Scarf, either punch Scarf or punch Sky far away. And it would take him like literally 3 or 4 shots with that buff coming out of Adagio.
I do think it's going to go really well or really bad for TSM here, because you're going to have a Sky dancing around the front of the fight. Arden's going to be there trying to secure positioning for that Scarf hanging around in the back. But if they get split up, Scarf's left to his own devices at that point, and he could just get deleted. So it's going to be a tough thing for these guys.
Adagio is going to be played by Xenotech this one. I do feel like, you know, they should be playing this up in that jungle instead and have Glaive up in the lane. I do feel like it would be a lot stronger for them, especially if Glaive is able to build a lot of sustain.
All right, let's see if they can get it done. Noble Esports their backs are against the wall right now. Team SoloMid can close this out and secure 3rd place. But right now we have 4-Core Jester and Sona ready to call all the action. So guys, take it away.
I definitely feel with Rome on that one, but Kroll, Scarf, I mean, that's almost the same thing, right, Sona?
Yeah, basically exactly the same thing, aren't they? I mean, Scarf slows you with his goop, and Kroll slows you with his smite.
I know,
it's
this
the same
is like
thing, right?
synonymous. Yeah, it's great. I will also go with him as well and say that I think Xenotech in the jungle might have been a little bit better here to go with this Finn, because you can kind of use the Finn for targeting when you're clearing out that jungle. But alright, he's going to be up in that lane. That's fine. El Riesco is just having flashbacks to the Soul of Meek on Sky, who is not actually Mixi.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by that as well. I mean, what is this? You're playing Sky and Mixi isn't playing it? Oh, it just makes no sense to me. But one of the big weaknesses for Finn early game is how slow he moves as a hero. And when you're playing against someone like Cold the Meek who can be positioned really well on that Sky, it's very difficult for you to actually keep track of him and keep up with him.
So we're going to try to play Buff the Uni on that Glaive, and Xenotech probably getting an alternating current if past history says anything. But it's not actually looking like it's going to be a double crystal comp from TSM. It is going to be a double crystal comp for TSM, because Cold the Meek has 3 crystal bits right at the bat.
Yeah, you have to assume double crystal comp here. I mean, I think there's a weakness to it in the fact that, as Rome was saying in Champ Select and in picking bans, if you get onto Mixi, you can really melt him down pretty quickly, and Cold the Meek has to show how good he is on positioning on that Sky. But I think with Finn on Force Accord and that verse, we saw how powerful a combo that can be in the last game when Noble Esports pulled it off. Yes, they didn't win the team fight, but if they do it a couple of times here, TSM are really going to struggle.
Well, between the Finn and the Force Accord, plus his Quibbles and the stuns, and then Uni with that Afterburn, I would actually maybe even broker that getting a Reflex block by level 6 is going to go a long way for TSM in terms of their sustainability and defeating some of these ganks that are probably going to be coming out. But at the same time, Mixi and Sky definitely going to be some big targets. They got them painted there on their backs, and not a lot of escapability for them. They're going to be relying a lot on Flash X and Vanguard.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's about the Vanguard, and as you hit level 6, a lot of it's about that Gauntlet as well. How well can you position? How well can you fight against this Noble Esports team? I feel if Noble get an advantage, they're really going to be able to snowball this one away, but the question is, will they... Yeah. Well, yes, I did, and they did, and then TSM decided to drive Kraken somehow.
Yeah. I swear to God, she has like a TSM jersey back at home. She just comes out of the office every day, reports to duty on the fold, and oh, it's TSM. All right, let's just win the game. It is uncanny how often that happens. So either way, just a little bit of an earlier kind of passive game. That did not work for Uni thought.
I mean, Mixi took a little bit of damage, but it'd be okay just to keep himself alive in this lane, especially when you've got Flash X and Meek around the corner as well. Look at the damage coming down from Meek with that forward barrage. This is one of the strengths of all those early crystal bits, is you get a lot of damage down, but you do have to build into real items at some point as well.
Well, the crystal bits are going to be powering a lot of what Meek is after anyway. So if you get picking them up here early, it's just a little bit more bang for your buck. This early game damage, it's just it's not a bad way to go. Especially if you want to do some offensive kind of maneuvers like they're doing here, they're able to steal these out just that much quicker because she has that much more crystal power.
Is there a weakness with the crystal power Sky where if we see good positioning from Noble Esports, they can just tank up all of that forward barrage with minions or with jungle camps?
Well, it's going to be positioning. Like the downside of going into a Crystal Sky is that the forward barrage can be tanked out, right? Now we don't have a fortress here, we don't have a pedal, so kind of that lacks the minion support. But you can put jungle creeps in front of it. You can put your own creeps in the lane in front of it. You can put El Riesco in front of it, because that's likely what's going to happen. So the kill potential, the burst potential for TSM is a little lacking.
Speaking of burst potential though, Flash X gets caught out with the afterburn and the quibble. He should go down. Even with the Sky on the backline now, he's going to be in a bad position. Meek has to retreat. Death from above comes down, doesn't stun up anyone. And Noble Esports will take the first kill of the game.
So tanking up and dancing around Spitfires, dancing around Skies, it will go a long way for Noble Esports. El Riesco probably not going to be amongst the dancers, but I believe Uni and Adagio could probably do some really good work in that regard. And you can see Uni, he's just that afraid of Meek at this early on. Getting 4 crystal bits this early on, though, she has no inventory room, so any kind of upgrades are going to be coming at a little bit of a slower pace, but this just means that Cole can go back to farming even more money, and then eventually when he's ready, he'll just have a shopping spree, and then we'll look for a kill.
Cash money, just like making it rain, if you can, on their house to unfold.
Cash money, isn't that the song about something?
Quite possibly. It's probably about money of some sort.
In cash, yeah.
Yeah.
Opinion Mine is going to go over, so even more money over to Meek. He is level 7. If you look at the rest of the levels, Uni just hit 6. So that's how well Meek is doing right now. They don't have kills, but his counters have brought him to that level 7 mark, and that little bit of extra damage, it's going to start paying off soon.
The 15 farm advantage on Meek as well, which is huge. This early in the game, only 6 minutes in, to be that far ahead is absolutely massive. Almost a third of Meek's farm is an advantage over Uni here. And yes, Mixi's a little bit behind in the lane, but you really don't mind that if you're getting the Sky so far ahead.
Alright, so Meek again, just gonna go back and farm. Uni now level 7 there as well. Xenotech is, he's doing alright, as I said. A little bit of farm difference between the teams. Gold is pretty much dead even. And nobody seems to be really super interested in kind of riling up the other. We've bounced off each other a few times, but we're not seeing any deep invades. We're not seeing any kind of big scout trap placements, and everybody's just really chilling here early on.
I think we're going to have a fight around the gold mine pretty soon. It's about 3/4 full, so whoever wins this next team fight really gets that gold mine for free, and we see El Riesco is going to push forward. They're going to jump in onto Meek, who gets taken down straight away, and TSM now on the back foot. Flash X trying to defend, but he's only level 5, doesn't have the gauntlet available, and they will just back away to their turret. Now Noble Esports can turn around and go for that gold mine, or they can go for the dive if they want as well. Flash X still not 6. They're not going to go for it, but they're positioned. They look for it for a second.
Now, there is no cost benefit on that one. It's all about this gold mine right now. There's a little bit of help coming out of Mixi with that Spitfire, and well, there's the kickback. Flash is just not going to be anywhere near this. 250 more gold going to Noble, and Cole was just a little bit too far forward. They had no vision in that push, and he saw that he was hitting El Riesco, went a bit too far forward, and that's what allowed the afterburn to kind of make that work.
Now we're going to put some pressure down onto Flash X once again. Death from above comes down. They're going to try and get onto Xenotech, but he dodged that one out. The afterburn comes in, and now Meek not in a good position at all. He'll get taken out. It's 2 kills for Noble Esports.
So my eyes must deceive me from there. The only thing I can think of is that we kicked back Sky, who immediately got vanguarded by Flash, which is why they both look like they kind of got kicked by Uni right there. Still fantastic stuff. Mixi's going to drop. If he didn't die to that attack, the burning would have gotten him. And now they're juggling that aggro. There's turret. It's basically forfeit here, Sona.
I was wondering, the only other option is a misclick Suri strike from Meek back into the team, but it looked like it was a little bit too long a distance for that to happen. I'm
Either
not
way,
100% sure.
yeah, 2 kills. I mean, Noble Esports got to be happy about that one. It just made me doubt my eyes for a moment. 2,500 gold or so, a little bit of counter of their own. And Noble Esports, they have a good amount of cash under their pockets, and that is going to be very close to a Warhorn here for El Riesco.
But we've seen this position before. Like, TSM can be miles behind and then just win one team fight and win the game. Gauntlet comes down, Xenotech's going to get taken out here, and now they're going to turn and burn onto El Riesco as well. Not quite going to pick him up, but it's a shutdown for them. Death from Above comes out, going to try and catch out that Finn if they can, but with Uni here, they should be okay for now just defending this turret.
I've been waiting for the Accord, but it's just not happening. He's just going to go down.
Yeah, FlashX jumps in. They do manage to get a counter kill, but the Goop comes down onto Uni, and now he needs to be careful. He'll get taken out as well. And as I was saying, TSM can turn it on its head. They turn it on its head.
I hear you loud and clear there, sir. That was definitely... I mean, Xenotech getting caught out by the Gauntlet, that's fine, but I don't know why you would kind of stick around the turret at that point. There wasn't a huge amount of pushing that was going to be happening, not with that creep wave, but either way, TSM, as you said, they might be able to still bring this one through. It's only a K and a half between the teams. Definitely not nearly as steep a mountain as they've faced in the past.
Yeah, not a steep mountain at all for them. Should be able to get back into this one pretty easily, especially with, you know, only 5 minutes remaining until their win condition comes online. You know, the Kraken.
Yeah, is that the whole strategy? Just wait for Kraken with the insider tips and then just go crash the stock market.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. A little bit of shopping for TSM coming out. They, no major items, but we do got the double Broken Myth online. Polemeek and Mixie have those ready to go, and from there, I'm assuming it's going to be double Eve. Not for one person, but Eve on 2. That double Eve last round, though. Troll lol. Thanks so much, Mixie.
Well, Mixie's playing Scarf this time, so double Eve doesn't work again. You know.
Well, he's
double
gonna
Eve
get
never
one.
really works. So.
He's definitely going to get one.
Yeah. They're going to jump back in after burn onto Polemeek. Will stun him into the wall. There's the death from above, and it's the 3-man slow onto Noble Esports, but they've already picked up the kill. And now TSM needs to be careful once again. Mixie takes some damage from that Ancient of Wrath, and Xenotech will just back away. They go for the gold miner again, give themselves a little bit more gold, and Noble Esports in control of this game.
Well, they are definitely holding on to it. The gold does fluctuate a little bit, and how they're going to be chasing off Flash X. And no deal, this is our gold mine. Is Flash really going to go for this? Yeah, he's going to go 100%, but it is a no-go. And now he is going to drop.
Yeah, it's a free kill and some free gold for Noble Esports. They'll take that every day.
I think Mixie's making a mistake here. Yeah, we got the hustle. Uni says he knows what's up. Gonna get one, doesn't get the other, so they do actually trade it 1-1, and now Mixie's just toast.
Yep. Doesn't even get that second camp either, so good lead for Noble Esports. And I feel a bit like TSM
Cole, man. Cole just dropped. He got hammered hard by El Riesco into the floor.
What happens when Mixie doesn't play Sky? Only dies 4 times and picks up 2 kills as well.
Well, now
I feel a little bit like TSM are not quite at their A game in this game. They're just not stepping up to the plate as well as I would have wanted them to. And it's something we've seen from them in the previous series against Velocity as well. Like, they just don't quite seem to be in the right mindset at the moment.
Flash could be in a little bit of trouble. Now to use that Vanguard, and then he's just going to use it on himself. Gonna throw the gauntlet down, though. It's not going to matter to El Riesco.
It's a long cooldown of keep him safe just for now. They're going to try and re-engage, but here comes Uni onto Flash again, tries to Vanguard away. Death from above will come out. Flash will just about survive. Here comes the Dragon's Breath, and El Riesco caught out from the rest of his team. It's a good quibble, though, to stop the stun, and there is the damage coming out from Noble Esports. We do see the Suri Strike, Polemeek taken down, and now Mixie all by his lonesome here against Xenotech. Not quite a lot of energy left on that Adagio. Mixie has enough to spit fire, so they should just back away for now. And they'll settle for 2 for 1.
You know, that forced Accord right there from El Riesco just before he went down, making that in a pretty good situation of a 2 for 1. I wonder if that's what happened a little bit earlier as well. I don't remember seeing an anchor when we saw that 2-man with the aftershock or afterburn, but could have easily been it. So either way, I mean, the Finn didn't work out huge in game 1, but it's definitely coming out big this round.
Yeah, there's really doing good work for him, and we saw the signs of it in game 1. Like, forced Accord into the burst was really, really strong, but this game they just seem to have got those combos off a little bit better.
Yep, and now Uni is going to go once more into the jungle. Trying to live out of the TSM jungle is definitely a good way to go. 12-4 for the score and 4,000 gold. Noble's really having a much better game number 2. We do get some Frostburns going. No Eve of Harvest as of yet. Xenotech, though, picking up not only alternating but broken and now into Frostburn. Man, goodbye,
It's
Mixie.
huge. Goodbye, Mixie. As you saying, this Garth pick really isn't working for TSM at the moment. It's what Rome said. It just gets dived. It just gets killed so quickly. Afterburn will come out from Uni. There's the death from above from Cold and Meek, and they're going to try and turn and burn on this one. So he strike Cold and Meek doing a lot of work, but Xenotech comes in and basically kills him with 2 auto attacks. Such a strong Adagio at the moment. Flash X going to try and defend the turret. The Gauntlet comes down. Uni will just walk straight through it. Does get stunned up eventually, but Flash X gets taken out.
Uni!
And, yeah.
Uni! Man!
Man,
I
he's
gotta
a god.
say, Zona. Yeah, he is doing fantastic.
He jumps back in as well to catch out Mixie. Mixie shouldn't survive for too long. Oh, the Spitfire takes him down. Mixie will go down here. Just a couple more auto attacks from Xenotech. He gets a
Solo.
counter again.
Yeah,
2
Solo.
kills.
Cold and Meek, if you get a lock on, that's a dead Xenotech. Yeah, and he has that lock on. The death from above is going to limit where Xenotech can go, and that is a Cold and Meek ace.
And
Guess who's-
Kraken.
yeah, guess
It's not
who's on
Kraken
in
yet.
20
20
seconds.
20 seconds.
So rush to the gold mine. That is it.
Yeah.
Gotta get that gold mine. It's nearly full. They need that cash. 4,000 gold down. They need every olive branch that they can get. And if Noble Esports isn't gonna extend it, well, they're just gonna rip it off the tree. And gold mine into Kraken could be a big turnaround for these guys. And Uni knows that. He knows exactly that this is happening.
That was half a second remaining on that before the Kraken would have spawned, so they just about get it. Now they're going to turn for the Kraken. Flash X has started it, and actually,
They don't
we
take
see
back in
Uni
base.
and
He just spawned.
yeah, they're quite a long way away.
The
It's going to be
big thing is-
interesting, because here's I'm going to try and rush it down.
Well, they need Mixie to rush it down because Mixie with that Scarf is a Kraken killer. Like 100% guaranteed, and this Kraken is 100% guaranteed for TSM. This is,
Wow.
well, there's 5 turrets between TSM and Noble. Noble having some deja vu here, maybe.
Yeah, well, Noble need to lose the team fight here for it to be a TSM special.
Oh, there's a lot
Gonna
of
have to see
confusion.
what does happen.
There's
Yeah, that's
double
true.
infusion on Mixie. We got Crystal on Cole and Weapon on Flash. I mean, it's definitely possible. We got some good defensive ones here as well, but Noble no longer looking so in control.
No, they're definitely not. Kraken down to about 2/3 HP. They're going to go for the first turret. There it goes. It goes down already. OES go down to target. The Dragon's Breath is being popped, and there's the Gauntlet as well. It's a pressure cooker here for TSM. They pick up 1. They pick up 2 as Uni goes down as well. No, Uni surviving just for long enough to get onto Mixie, and now it's Flash X and Mixie versus Xenotech, and Xenotech's going to win this trade out. Mixie trying to survive, but he should go down here to Xenotech if he can chase the Kraken there with the turret. Now Flash X is going to push towards it again. There's the Spitfire action, and Xenotech not quite picked up Mixie yet. They're going to try and turn onto him. Xenotech will go down. A great bite for TSM. It looked like they'd lost it out. They're going to get the 3rd turret of this push. The Kraken's still alive as well. They're going to go towards the Vayne turrets.
Are they really
No.
going to do this? No, you
No,
have
there's
to get
no
out.
way they get
You
that.
have to.
Yeah, they retreat. Oh, the Mixie gets stunned up there with the afterburn, and here comes Uni. Riesco and Uni trying to fight up against this one, and Mixie not going to be able to escape for long. Survives just for the moment, and now Riesco, what? The Spitfire comes out. Mixie just about surviving again. Doesn't dodge out the Quibble, but the Vanguard comes out. The Goop, the Dragon's Breath. Oh, Riesco, oh, the stun before the Dragon's Breath comes out, but Mixie gets the kill. What is going on?
What was that? A chain of 7 kills?
Yeah.
My God. Mixie, where have you been hiding, my friend? Flash doing fantastic, cannot take away from him either. Made that Kraken push as effective as he could, and they knew that they had to get those cooldowns back if they wanted to take on Xenotech, but wow. Like, plays of the days right there.
That's huge for TSM. Like, Eve of Harvest finished on Mixie.
taking
He's
gold
got the
lead.
Aegis as well.
They gave over
Taking the gold
1,500
lead, yeah.
gold with that Kraken, and it doesn't matter. They still have gold lead. That is how big a swing that was. That was a 6,500 gold swing to TSM.
It's just huge. Absolutely massive. They're going to start finishing these items as well. Shiver Steel on Flash X. There's just no way you're going to escape. You've got the tier 3 boots on Mixie as well. He's basically fully built. Like, he's just done. It's so difficult to beat this TSM lineup now that double crystal powers come online.
When you have a comeback this late, Noble Esports has got to be shaking their heads at that one. I'm shaking my head. Like, if I had a camera on me, I was catching flies. I was just so agape right there. But my goodness, like that Kraken plays. You cannot give this team Kraken. They just make too much happen with it.
Kraken definitely favors TSM. Obviously took her out on some nice dates or something, you know?
Well,
There
there
she
she
comes
is,
again.
round 2. Back from the office, and more infusion is going to be coming out. This actually could be a game. If Noble Esports can't win this fight, then I think this is a 2-0, and TSM just take third place.
Quite possibly. TSM don't have... Oh, no, they've got some flares. They've got some flares. They can spot out Noble Esports. There's the flare from Noble. He's going to try and jump in. Mixie gets pushed off towards the side, but it's a good position for him as he can rejoin the fray. Gauntlet comes down. Owiesco tries to get the damage down. Now here comes the burst, but it's only going to catch out onto FlashX. FlashX will fall in a bit if they manage to get the damage down onto him. He escapes for now. They're going to try and turn onto this one again. Mixie and the Dragon's Breath is doing a huge amount of damage, but Uni trying to escape off towards the side. Not going to survive. Now that Kraken the target for TSM, they have chased off that Adagio as well. Xenotech might be able to push up with this minion wave a little bit just to delay TSM, but Kraken's going to fall for TSM. Xenotech's going to try and get back to his fountain, but TSM once again should be able to win the game from here.
Oh my good gracious God. I mean, 500 gold between teams, but the story is all about this TSM team coming back into it. They got themselves the 2 kills. Another Kraken to be coming down hard on top of the Noble base, and a double minion mine. Well, sure, fine. That's the cherry on top of this sandwich, but 2 turrets between them and victory. And TSM with the huge double crystal and comeback late game. Like, what do you even call this?
TSM special, man. TSM special Mark II.
Mark II, yeah. These guys are just defining plays left, right, and center. Double crystal is not something we've seen a ton of. It's been a lot of double weapon, but man, if it wins here.
There comes the gauntlet. It's been blocked out. Xenotech trying to put the pressure down on some Mixie, but they're not able to dive on him. A good Dragon's Breath is stunned up there by Uni, and now they're going to try and turn on to Xenotech. He does go down. The burst wasn't enough. Now Uni, the target, he's down as well. Kraken's still 3/4 HP. Owiesco, the last man left standing here on Noble Esports. 3-man quibble. Great job. But the only quibble that TSM have now is how long it would take them to take down these Vayne turrets, take down the crystal, and take this best of 3 into.
Jeez, I am taken aback. TSM is just so ridiculously good at this game. It's kind of weird that they're not first, but all right, they're going to take third. We're still going to see them at the championships because they have more than enough points now to make it that far. But I am super excited to see what TSM can do up against Team Secret, and then we're going to get down and dirty in the NA in Los Angeles as well. So I just cannot wait to see these guys coming for that one. But now, if you also think about back to this, we also have a finals best of 5 to get through today because Velocity is going to be taking on the Excrucio Dark Horse.
Excrucio played so well earlier today as well. Like, I mean, they are a dark horse, as Noble Esports were as well, but Excrucio really performed incredibly well versus Noble Esports and dominated even more than TSM did. Like, TSM's games were close until they started getting Krakens. Excrucio had won the game by about 13 minutes in each time they play against Noble, and I'm really looking forward to that match between Velocity and Excrucio. I think it's going to be really interesting to see.
I just cannot believe the synergy between FlashX and Mixie. Like, plays of the day, guys. Like, days, the championship. Like, that was some pretty clutch stuff, my friends. So, that is it. Noble Esports will take 4th.